40 down at the 39.
Here we go.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Titans first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on. And as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know. But you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on second and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They're going to look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run. Big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Let's go. 6 yards. Check, 47. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Check safety. Get him all. West. 47 Mike. Mike, what do you go?
They'll run it here. This is James White. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Yeah, it's a 4-yard loss. Really sets him back now for second down.
Let's go now. 15 on it. I don't think you got it, son.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and 15.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15?
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. We got to get the ball, D.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 12-yard line.
Buddy up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
He's brought down at the 20-yard.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after one on EA Sports.
You think you gonna get this? Here we go. Hey, come on. Same on. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Switch. Switch. Mike 55. Mike 55. Let's go. Ready, go. Right there in the middle. 55. Exit. 61. Match box. Take off.
They give it off here to the tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to face a third down.
Ready. Go to base. Mike's 5-4. Here we go. Shot. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Yeah. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go.
Murray going to try to throw on third down. Complete to his tight end Sample. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Rapid. Alert, 2 set. Flare. Go. Mike. Put. Check, 55. Mike. Echo. Stop here, D. Check, 55. Echo.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Ready?
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go, fellas.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run.
Hey, 1 set. Logo. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Back to Mixon on first down. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. This one hauled in by Sample.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Bengals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Cincinnati.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mixon with it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. 54. Watch the run. Mike's 5-4. Go. 5-4.
Murray with a 3rd and long. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Danny. Switch.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful Divisional Round weekend. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up.
Then the Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Mike 52, Mike.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full.
Looking to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. Now White lost the football, and the Bengals grab it, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 5-yard line.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
It's our time.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Big hold to the 30, and all the way up to the 31-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Where's 52?
Back to throw here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 3-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Switch. Kill.
Again, it's Mixon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's complete to the tight end Sample. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
On first down, Mixon. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
From the 17, Murray. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get
They'll run with Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Hey, check Mike 47.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. There he goes right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
The extra point up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's the ball?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got Smith here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Now, that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let him get anywhere near it.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Going deep downfield for Ross. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 72 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. A gain of 6 there on first. One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Both sevens the mic. Both sevens the mic. Here we go. Here we go. 47's the mic.
They'll set up to throw. Completes it to Davis. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
That's it.
Complete to Corey Davis. That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Titans on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
No, check that. We want Mike 50.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Complete. Smith has it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10.
47 Mike. 47 Mike. Mike 47. I'm coming for it.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure.
Play that tight D. Don't let him breathe, defense.
2-6.
He'll drop the throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
I got him.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They toss to Mixon. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And they take a knee. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down, Titans gain of 12.
A gain of 12 yards. And the Titans 1st down.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.